It'll get better in the edit.
Yeah, because I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. It'll get better in the edit.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ape Not Funnies, episode 2.
Part 2, the sequel.
Our world-renowned podcast.
Yeah.
So today, the role of mellow-voiced 2D animator Funny Man will be played by Wigglewood Comics.
Hello.
Okay, let's get him a round of applause.
For Wigglewood. Crowd sound effect. A round of applause for Wigglewood, everybody.
I want to know that you're clapping in real life.
I'm definitely clapping in real life. You can hear it.
Have an even bigger brain like us. It's the first step towards becoming human.
With a gorilla.
They can use computers, yeah.
No, I want the audience to also clap in real life. Even if you're on the bus, you can do it quiet.
Yeah. Real quiet claps. Like clap against the side of your leg.
Exactly.
If you're driving, let go of the wheel.
So Jack couldn't make it today. He's stuck in
Court.
He's in court. He had to contest.
Did you
something.
see his manifesto?
Did you see his manifesto?
I thought that was pretty cool.
The handwriting was a little hard to make
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, no, it seemed deranged. But
I really wish you just didn't write any of that down.
yeah, we didn't need to know.
But I wanted to know. You know what else I want to know? I want to know about you, man.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know about Wigglewood.
I forgot that he was here already.
All right.
First off, the name Wigglewood. Like what's up with that? It's like a little weird.
Yeah, I know.
I love that
but
name.
it's
I know.
cool.
I get a lot of penis jokes because of the name.
Yeah.
But really,
Yeah, mad penis jokes on that one.
the name, it solely came from playing Overwatch with friends, and all of my online accounts were called Butts. Just Butts. And we actually won a game, so somebody had reported my account for having like a bad username. And I wanted to get back in there with my friends, so I just named it Wigglewood instead, and I got back in there.
Wigglewood gets in there.
I get in there, man.
I get into every club.
He wiggles his wood in there.
But I barely even thought of it that way. It was just a weird name to me.
It is crazy. You can like did the ban go through because your name was inappropriate?
Yeah, that's what it was like.
Whoa.
It was like after a game, we just like won a match,
Damn.
and then suddenly my game closes and it says
So
error.
salty.
The Blizzard salt.
When I open it back up, it says I have to change my name. Yeah.
the toxicity.
Yeah.
I
That's
actually
it.
worked at Blizzard for 7 years, and I wanted to let you know, like when I was there, I would have never let that slide, and I'm very sorry on behalf.
Well, if
of
only
Blizzard.
you were there and you were here.
So Wigglewood, you make great stuff.
I appreciate that.
Like really interesting, really like kind of bizarre. that shit rules.
Thanks, man.
It's like there isn't like that much of it, but like it's got a kind of quality to it where like there isn't that much of it, but I feel like there's actually a lot of it.
Yeah, I was kind of aiming for something that kind of felt like that.
Yeah.
Like it just takes place in the middle of a story.
Yeah, like your stuff feels like I grew up with it, or it feels like there's 1,000 episodes and I've seen all of them.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah,
I like thinking
a
of it
kind
that way.
a kind of bizarre, nostalgic quality, which I don't think there's a word
It kind of
for
reminds me of like CDI games, but if it was like a good CDI game, just that type of pixelated 2D animation really reminds me of like the Zelda CDI cutscenes in like the best way
Yeah.
possible. Just like that.
Yeah, the
surrealism
first one I did, I was definitely more going for that. Like how the wizard's couch is just in the center of the background
Yeah.
with like no explanation.
Yeah, that was a bold choice. That was like the kind of decision I don't know if I could have made.
It was solely because I didn't want to draw another background.
No, but that's great.
Like,
It really lends itself well to that aesthetic.
That's a great decision and a great reason for the decision.
the most like the most telling part of all of the early things is I didn't think anyone was gonna watch them.
Oh, no way,
So
man. No way,
I had no idea that they were going to be viewed like at all.
Mhm.
These were just like the last things I was trying before being like, you know what, I'm done drawing forever and I'm just gonna be an electrician
We'll give you one more chance.
because this is not
Yeah.
working.
I mean, yeah. I think I think all the work you've done prior to this, you know, all the prior drawing, you know, I'm assuming this is like the thing you did that got big,
Yeah.
and you didn't do things, you didn't draw. So you've been drawing like like for a while, I imagine.
Yeah. I was a child that
like,
knew
the
how to
drawings
draw.
are really good, and you don't do this kind of drawing first try by mistake. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I had gone to school for concept art
Oh, all right.
in 2016,
All right.
and I could not really draw back then.
Word.
Like I was one of the people that was better at drawing than everyone who doesn't draw ever.
Yeah.
So people would see what I could do and they'd be like, "Damn, that's really good." But I'd meet somebody who actually practiced and was good, and they would
And they'd
just
fucking smoke you.
smoke me absolutely, like
Flat,
completely.
pancaked.
But I had this
Yeah, I
idea
get it.
that if I just kept at it, that eventually I'd be able to just draw for a living.
Yeah.
You know, I think all of us want to be part of the success story, to succeed in our jobs.
And do like concept art, which was what I really wanted to do. But that didn't work out.
It's fucking hard, man.
Yeah, and especially
It's
like
fucking so hard to get that.
like the bar just kept going up, and I like just could never quite reach it. And it was like expectations every year were higher.
Yeah.
And you'd be talking to art directors, and they'd be like, "Wait, you don't also do ZBrush?
Yeah.
You don't also do 3D as well as drawing?" And being like, "Your drawings need to be better. Same with your rendering and your painting. Also get in ZBrush. Figure that out."
And you got to know a little bit of
It
Python.
was like, yeah, and plus at that time there's a lot of schools that existed with like really high tuitions that would
Yeah.
partner up with studios so that when you're done
Yeah.
at the school, the studio comes in and kind of picks who they want for juniors.
Yeah.
So being outside of that system
totally.
just made it like more difficult.
Did you go to a cheap school?
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
Yeah. Word, same.
yeah. Yeah.
At least you guys got education.
That's true. We did.
Well, I also did go to
I did get an education. Like I don't think my education was bad. I think the only bad thing about my education was nobody had any ins for me.
Yeah.
I was like I got a pretty good education, but just nobody knew anyone. There was no animation student to animation professional pipeline in place, like at all.
Yeah, and I think that's what you see a lot of times in like teachers as well. Is they're just people that went through the schooling,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Well, I have a pretty good relationship with the teachers that I've been learning under," and then they just work for them and they get hired to teach more students.
Yeah.
And that's something I
feel-
would see a lot in like the concept art program.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little dishonest.
Yeah.
Like I would really like my teachers to like have done it a little bit,
Yeah.
to play the game a little bit before before teaching me how to do it.
Yeah.
So you went to school for it, then like between then and now, what you been doing?
Well, I worked a couple different jobs. Like I worked in a print shop at a rehab center.
Whoa.
I worked as an overnight security at a rehab center.
Yeah, how was that?
That wasn't too bad because I got a lot of time. I could just sit there and draw.
Yeah, that's the thing about security. Like security is kind of the sleeper career for like art fucks.
Yeah, the only issue was with an overnight position. One day I tried to go to sleep and it no longer worked.
Whoa.
I could no longer sleep. It's like
Whoa.
a switch was flipped in my brain that said, "Oh, you don't sleep anymore." And I would go 3 days without a second of sleep.
Whoa.
And then every now and then I'd get like 4 hours.
That's not enough.
So yeah, I had to
Did
quit.
you
Yeah, had to
I couldn't do that anymore.
did you have any strange encounters with anybody on that job? Please.
Couple. I think like with a lot of people at rehab centers, definitely a lot of not talking down to anyone with addiction problems because like that's like a massive part of my family.
Yeah, word.
Mhm.
But it is so funny how they get stuck in a time.
Yes.
Like when they started
Yeah.
their addiction,
That's where
that's where they're stuck.
That's a good take.
You'll see people walking around with like Jeff Dunham, Ahmed the Dead Terrorist shirts. And they're like quoting Dane Cook all the time
literally.
because they're just stuck in 2008.
Yeah.
My sister's like that, dude. It's the craziest thing. I remember like in 2022 or 21, and she was apparently like really stuck in the year 2020. You know, it was election year. COVID was kind of at its biggest point. And even though it was 2021 or 2, she was like, guys, we need to pray for 2020. And I'm like, bitch, what's wrong with you?
I also remember there was one time just in the bathroom there, somebody was just on the toilet listening to the Star Wars rap that went viral in like 2005.
It's a disaster, Skywalker, we're after.
That's awesome.
Just out loud.
That is so good.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're stuck in time.
Wow, man.
They're just
So true.
they're frozen
though,
in place.
No, totally. No, and that's an interesting concept. Like I had a friend of mine who suffered like a psychotic break in like 2014 or 2013. I don't really remember. Where he like he was hearing voices in his head that were telling him to like steal cars.
God damn.
But what happened was like they put him on a bunch of antipsychotics and he's just stuck in 2013.
Holy shit, dude.
Damn.
Like Eminem and like Imagine Dragons. Well, it was like at their biggest then, and
Yeah.
he's just like, dude, I love Imagine Dragons, man.
Dan, I remember when you told me about that. I sent you like a Halo thing, and you were like,
Yeah.
This reminds me of my buddy who had a fucking psychotic break.
Yeah,
Surely
yeah,
you're kidding.
yeah.
And you were like,
Yeah.
you were like, no, I'm not even kidding.
That is wild.
So you were doing security.
Yeah.
You were drawing a lot.
Yeah, just
what were you drawing at your security job?
usually just drawing. Like my comfort was always fantasy stuff.
Yeah, big surprise there. Big surprise.
So it'd be like
there.
knights and elves and shit like that. I was just kind of grinding on that from like 2016 all the way till maybe like 2022, 23, where it was basically like all I did.
This is draw like knights.
Yeah, and just being completely delusional about it too.
Yeah.
Being like, soon I'll get that job.
Yeah.
Like, I'll keep my portfolio up to date, and
Yeah.
soon I'll get that job, right?
Any day now, Wizards of the
And-
Coast is gonna.
Someone will respond to my email.
Yeah.
And like all along the way, I would meet these people that would be like willing to hire me.
Mhm.
And it would always be for like peanuts, essentially.
Yeah,
It would be like 12 to 20 hours of work on a painting. And they're like, oh, we'll give you $80.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I
just
know.
And I was
ass
like-
wages.
Oh my god.
And I was like, dude, I will do anything to get that $80
yeah,
from you.
no, for real.
Because
It's-
I just wanted it like so bad.
dude, like when you ain't in the game, it's like it matters so much.
dude, yeah.
And that would have been like on top of my other work.
Yeah,
And I would have been fine with it because
because you want it that
I just
bad.
believed.
Yeah,
Dick beats the eggs until they are frothy and completely mixed.
And so a couple of those had happened. I worked on a game with like a guy I knew, and then he just kind of changed it all behind everybody's backs and he
Damn.
made it like super cringy. And then I was just like, I do not want to be tied to this. Ugh.
dude, it sucks.
Yeah, it was just like he would just change it. Like he's like, can you write a story for it? And I'm like, on it. He wanted it to be about one thing, so I wrote about that thing. And then later he's like, what if we got AI to do it?
Oh,
And
no.
AI was like new at the time. Like it was really new. It wasn't where it is today.
Man, who is this guy?
Yeah, I don't associate with him
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, good.
What if we had Chat GPT write an entire fucking movie for us? How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was bad. And then like the straw that broke the camel's back was he would argue with people on Instagram who said the game didn't look fun. And he would just fight them.
That's the
And I'm
last
like,
thing you
just
should
don't
do.
fucking do that.
that's how you know he's a fucking loser.
And then also, I went onto Twitter, and the account for the game had posted a bunch of like audio clips of something from like the inside of the cockpit of the mech that would talk to you. And it was like, did you just shit your pants? It's gun time. And I was like, holy fuck, I am out.
Dude, this
I am
sucks.
out. Yeah,
This game is a
was
shitpost.
That sounds like a Skullmug video.
That sounds like a Skullmug video, dude.
It's time to shit my pants. Crashes.
If it was framed that way,
Yeah, no, like
fuck
if
it,
it
amazing.
Shut up, dude.
if that was
But
the
it was
aesthetic
like-
from the get-go, that's way different.
Yeah, it was completely like just overnight changing
That
it, and I was
sucks,
like,
dude.
Unacceptable.
this
That
is not
sucks
going anywhere.
ass.
Got out of there, waited a while, joined another like indie game project, and it was funny because the guy that I was talking to, I was like, that's the same guy.
Ah!
It wasn't literally the same guy, but in other ways, he was just the exact same guy.
Dude, it's crazy because there's only so many people.
There's only so many guys.
There's only like 20 people in the world.
Fucking honestly, there's only 20 personalities.
Yeah, it was the same guy wearing a different shirt.
Yeah. Like a palette swap Guitar Hero fucking background NPC.
Yeah, and then he was telling me, like, I did an interview with him. Again, it was like concept art for a week. I'll give you $200.
Yeah,
and I was like, hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude, love it.
Right? But he was like talking to me. He's like, the game is so close to being done. This is such a good opportunity for you to shape its look. And then, of course, they didn't listen to like any of my input.
Yeah.
Bruh.
and then replaced me with AI. And I was like, all right,
Yeah.
shit. That was what, like 2022 or something, and of course it never came out.
Dog
All
water.
right, well, good.
But yeah, there was that, and the only like real professional gig I had was actually like a really good gig. It was doing a bunch of item cards for like a third-party D&D company.
Sick.
So it was like a bunch of like swords and shit like that, and it paid pretty well, and it was a good amount of
That's
work.
good.
So that kept me going for like a year.
That's pretty sick.
And then I was like, all right, surely now.
Yeah, now I'm big enough.
Now.
Yeah, now I'm in there.
Now I'm good. Like I moved out. I did like everything I could that I was waiting to do. And then after that job was done, there was nothing else.
No.
And then of course, like that's when AI started to pop up.
Yeah.
It started to be at the point where you'd look at it and you'd be like, okay, I can still tell it's AI, but the hands have the right amount of fingers.
Yeah.
And it's like
It doesn't like look
it doesn't
just like fucking horseshit.
it doesn't need to look good. It needs to look good enough
Yeah.
for some executive.
I mean, there is that's a very acute observation. It's like I've thought that for years. It's like there's a huge difference between good and good enough.
Yeah, and
Like all it ever really has to be is good enough.
Absolutely.
yeah, it just has to.
Dude, AI is the epitome of good enough.
It just has to trick some suit.
Dude, as artists, like whenever I see something on the internet, even if it's like very realistically rendered, I can still kind of tell. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I can still.
It's the lighting.
It's the
Yeah.
It's the balloon lighting.
It's the lighting. It's the coloring. It's always
Yeah.
so saturated.
It's the physics.
Dude, that's the fucking weirdest thing about AI to me is that every time I see like these crazy generations, it's like shit is always exploding into goo. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
every time I
Yeah.
see an AI video, it's always some fat guy just his tummy blows up huge.
Just turning into
And
goo.
he just blows up into this huge cloud of goop. Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, what's the appeal of this? Who's watching this and saying, good, that's real good?
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about AI is I've tried to remember which like old rock star it is, but one of them is just on Instagram commenting on AI women all the time.
Oh no.
Being like, damn, so hot.
Probably Slash.
Yeah, it might be Slash. I know Slash's Instagram is fucked up and hilarious.
He's always posting.
Yeah,
like,
it's like-
he's always
How is Slash's Instagram fucked up? I want to know about this.
he's always posting like
It's-
he's always posting like titties and like
It's
very
like Tinkerbell with tattoos and her tits
yeah,
out.
literally.
It's the
It literally
funniest
is
shit.
that. And he is never posting, almost never posting about like his music and stuff or Guns N' Roses or like guitar or anything like that. He's always posting about like what Riley just said.
Yeah, it's just Disney girls with their tits out. It's so funny.
Dude, you know what the fucking weirdest thing is that I've had to come to grips with, because AI has become such a big thing nowadays. I have to look at something like Sonic foot fetish art made by some freak.
You have to do
know
it. You
what?
have to look at that.
I have to do that every
You have to, yeah.
You don't have a
when I
choice. You
log
have to
on-
look at Sonic inflation.
When I log on to DeviantArt every night and look at Sonic feet pics, I have to say to myself, you know what? At least it was made by a person.
yeah.
At least.
That's right.
At the very baseline level, it was made by a person and not generated
Yeah,
by
that's
a
right.
robot. So
There's real beauty to that.
There's real beauty to
I
it.
have to respect it.
yeah.
It's terrible,
Yeah.
but I've got to be like, I respect it because someone took the time to make the art that they wanted to make. But it's
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, it's just some guy who got a Dreamcast at a really important time in his life. And now he loves Sonic's feet.
Wires crossed at a
Yeah.
perfect point in his life, and now he is just drawing Tails the fox with his feet.
His feet all arched.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, there's something beautiful about
something
it.
about that.
It's almost like going back to like vinyl records and listening to the way it pops.
Yeah,
know?
yeah. When you put the needle
It's
on
like-
it, and it's just like nothing sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the imperfections
Yeah.
are what makes it
Yeah, the
so good.
the quality, that timbre.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I often think about Sonic
That's-
feed pics when I'm putting CDs in my car.
That's a good time to think about.
This is a terrible episode.
This is our worst episode yet.
The worst episode ever.
So you were probably drawing a lot growing up, but were you animating at all growing up?
No, I never animated until last year.
Damn. Okay.
So the first thing on my channel is the first thing I ever animated.
So fucking Wizard getting high on the couch is the first thing you ever animated.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's so crazy.
I saw an animation from the Lumpy Touch.
Yes.
I don't know if
love
you've ever
Lumpy
seen
Touch.
them.
Absolutely. He makes these great pixel art animations.
Yeah. So I'd asked them. I was like, "Oh, what program do you use?" Which now that I know how often people ask you that, I'm like, "Bless your heart for telling me."
yeah.
But they had told me what they use. I checked it out, and I was like, "Well, I've had this idea in my head for a while, so maybe I'll just fuck with that, and I'll see if I can do something with it." And yeah, I borrowed a mic from a friend of mine, which I still have. He hasn't asked for it back.
Excellent.
Still the one I'm using.
Nice.
And I was like, "Is it time for me to go and buy one?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, I don't really need it."
What a homie.
It's crazy that it's your
Yeah.
first thing you ever animated because it like there's so much more to animation than the actual animation part.
Yeah,
And
for
what
sure.
it is about it is like your filmmaking sensibilities, like your timing.
Here, the important factor is timing.
Like things take exactly as long as they need to. Everything leads into everything.
Mhm.
The comedy it comes in at the right time. It doesn't stay too long, and like it just fucking works. It's really like a hit.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
It's crazy that it's the first time you ever done it because I look back at the first things I made and it's like, dude, you're taking too long, or you're going too fast, or like things aren't clear.
There's no structure.
Yeah, I mean, I did do a bunch of comics before that.
I mean, that's
So
it's like comics are
It's
cool,
different,
but it's the difference with it is like it's the reader doing it. It's the reader doing all the work.
exactly.
Mhm.
You know, animation is really like you're doing it for them. You're really spelling it out for them.
Yeah.
You have to know how long something needs to take.
Yeah, and I think that was my problem with comics.
Yeah.
Was I can't tell you how long to wait for the punchline or something. It's just not being in control
Yeah.
of the joke. And another thing with like web comics, especially, is they lend themselves so well to just making fun of shit.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like it's way easier to take like what is the current thing.
It's so easy to do that.
I'll make a comic that points out how dumb it is.
Yeah.
And that's what works, you
It's
know?
like a political newspaper comic.
Yeah, and it's exactly what I didn't want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's like, I mean, I look at this stuff and it's like you're clearly somebody who doesn't want to do what other people are doing.
Yeah, and
I could say that about both of you guys. You're both guys that don't want to do what other people are doing, and that's something I love.
especially you're someone who got into stop motion. So
yeah, like
by default, that's you.
Yeah,
That's just
or just like three motherfuckers that just like don't do what other people are doing for better or worse.
Yeah. I just happen to love these days. There's just so much animation, like unlike anything I saw when I was a kid or as a teenager.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when I was like 16 or 17, shit was not this experimental like at all.
Yeah.
You had animators like, you know, the odd ones out, you know, no dig towards the guy, but he kind of set off like this huge copycat genre, sort of, where it was like every animation on the fucking platform was exactly like his, you know, and you got to give it to the
Well,
guy.
he started like the story time kind of thing,
he did.
didn't he?
He really did. And you got to give it to the guy. He really pioneered the genre, you know, and I loved his videos when I was that age.
It was the style at the time.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, like 15, 16, I was like, holy shit, everything feels the same. I can't even like dig on it because I did those videos too.
no.
I
that's
mean,
fair.
yeah, you just
You know, when I got older, I say older, but like a few years later, but it's like I see these new animations. Like a pretty good example is Super Bunda Fighter 007.
Oh, that dude's fantastic.
He has the best shit ever. And seeing stuff like Jack's or like Dan's, or especially like yours, Riley, just
Wigglewood's real name is Riley, by the way.
Yeah.
We never said that.
I wouldn't want to call him Wigglewood the whole time.
No, that's 100% fair.
But you know, I just really love how experimental things are these days, because every time somebody posts, it's something different. You know, like
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
just
Like,
eye candy every time. Like an artist I follow posts.
I like that too, for sure. And it's also like just scrolling Instagram or something. When I come across something animated, I can pretty much just assume it's going to be different.
Mhm.
yeah.
like,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not really running into like the same shit again and again.
I mean,
Exactly.
I think a big part of why things are so interesting now is probably just the variety of tools people have access to.
Totally.
Like I know when I was a kid, like I'd go on like Albino Black Sheep and like Newgrounds and shit, and like that stuff was great. It was so important to me
Oh,
growing
yeah.
up.
Hell yeah.
But it really was like all that shit looked very similar.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like Ego Raptor came out and everyone was Ego Raptor.
Yeah, like Ego Raptor really set the tone for here's what stuff looks like. And everyone's like, okay, you got
and
it.
then everybody got a copy of Flash and started doing that.
Everyone got Flash and everyone got a Wacom, and they're all just like kind of doing that same thing. But that's what you could do then.
Mhm.
And now there not only are there so many tools, but there's so many tutorials.
Oh yeah, professionals who are just giving you their advice.
There's
Yeah.
there's so many people to ask. Like like you can DM people and they'll answer you
Mm-hmm.
if you're not like a fucking idiot asshole.
I think that is so cool, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I love communicating with other artists right now. Like,
you love talking to people?
I really do,
Dude, me too.
You wouldn't really think that of me. But
Hell
I do.
yeah, man. I know I look scary and I know I have a big tattoo and a scar on my eye, but I love talking to people.
I know there is a bolt coming out of my neck, and I have a scar across my eyeball and an eye patch.
I know I walk around with shirts that say "fuck you, eat shit." I don't want to talk to you.
I know my giant iron boot scares you.
I know my music has screams and heavy guitar, but I'm actually so kind.
I know I walk around open carrying all these pieces.
Looking for a self-defense situation.
They're out there, man. There are people out there
They're easy to
that
find.
can't wait for a self-defense encounter.
Just come to California, dude. You'll find them.
Meanwhile, back at the egg ranch,
I'm gonna cut back to talking about Riley again.
I'm so sorry. We're getting distracted. But,
That's the nature of the beast. So were you always drawing knights and shit?
Yeah, when I was like a kid, I would draw more than most people. And when I was young, my parents like really hyped them
Oh
up.
yeah.
This kind of attitude will keep the customer happy.
You know, like drawing on the fridge kind of thing. And then in the 5th grade, I discovered Inuyasha.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta draw these
You
characters
gotta.
all the time. And there was like another kid in my class in the 5th grade who would record the episodes on cassette and give them to me because I didn't have cable.
Oh, that's sick, dude. What a homie.
Yeah, that
Dude,
was
what a
great.
fucking homie.
And then we also had this like weird rivalry because he also wanted to like learn how to draw better. And we both only drew Inuyasha pictures. And we would like walk around the school and like show them to kids we didn't know and be like, which one of these is better?
Yeah.
We
Classic
were like,
4th grade shit.
it was like we were barely friends. Like we were just so against each other.
Oh
It
man.
was funny. But he always, every fucking Monday, he had that tape.
Well, he had that's good competition.
Yeah. So I would always draw, but I took GameDev in college first before concept art.
Uh-huh.
I took it like right out of high school. Just flunked out of that because
it's hard.
We had some like really bad teachers in it.
Yeah.
And it was like bad to a point, not that they were like unreasonable or annoying or something, but one of them just had the hardest subject and did not teach. His method was like very sink or swim.
Throw him in the water.
And like 95% of the class would fail.
Yeah, that means you're bad, dude.
I remember we were talking to like, because we're supposed to do teacher reviews. So I was talking to like the coordinator of the program and I was like, why is he still here? Like, there's no way he ever gets positive reviews. And she was like, well, he's very knowledgeable. I was like, you could have fooled me. You didn't fucking tell us anything. But yeah, so I left in the second year, and then I just went back to construction for a while, saved up a bunch of money, was going to do like a solo Japan trip. Just cause I was like lost, no idea what to do.
Because the Inuyasha.
Because I'm a white boy. Yeah, because Inuyasha. I wanted to meet him. I wanted to go shake his hand.
To meet Inuyasha.
And then a buddy of mine was like, oh, they have like a concept art program at like our local college. And he was like, oh, I'm going to check it out. So I looked into it and I was like, it can get you ready for like a job in a semester. Like it's supposed to be really heavy and like shove all these principles down your throat and get you to a point that you can draw, right?
Yeah. This program is the Dark Souls of concept art education.
That is what I thought it was going to be, and it was not. It was very easy. They didn't care if you could draw or not.
Oh.
It was like, they didn't care if you got better at drawing. It didn't, like, none of it mattered. But I was so, like, locked in and so, like, willing to, like, believe in it.
Yeah.
You know, I think all of us want to be part of the success story, to succeed in our jobs.
That I was like asking teachers like for extra work.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this isn't enough work.
Yeah.
I need to, this is all I do. Didn't do much good. But I did meet my girlfriend in that class.
Well, that's huge.
The person I'm still with since 2016.
Hey,
so
dude, it's 9 years.
She already knew how to draw. So she's just been with me this whole time watching me be delusional about like, oh, soon.
Just thinking, oh, he's cute. The little delusional boy is cute.
Something. I really don't know what would kind of lock that in. But yeah, because things only just started working out.
Yeah.
Like right at the start of like last year. Because like even when I did the Wizard's Gummy thing, it went around a bit. And then Magician's Brick kind of had a slow start, but it went everywhere.
Yeah.
To the point that like friends were sending me like pay money Wubby clips where he like watched it. And I was like, God damn, this is everywhere.
Yeah, no, dude, it's awesome. It's so good.
And it was like at that point, I was preparing for school. I had just went through like an online program to try to learn like, like IT stuff. Tried to get a job with that because I just hated construction so much.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I'm stuck here, like if I'm stuck just working a normal job, then I'd like a better one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that didn't work. Like that industry is just
that industry
frozen.
is a little up in the air at the moment.
Yeah. It was like, it was one loss after another.
Been there.
And it really sucked. And like nothing was working. I couldn't get anywhere. And yeah, and then that video just started taking off like slowly and it just kind of kept going. It was at the point on Instagram where this was so weird to me that I would like check my notifications. It would display 0 notifications and I would refresh the page and it would be full again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 100 new follows.
Dude, yes.
100 new, like everything.
Love that feeling.
That's a real success story, the kind we all like to see over and over.
Since I'd been at it for like, since 2016, I had been like putting everything off just to draw.
Yeah.
Like I was barely a good boyfriend at all because I would just draw all the time. And as soon as it started working out, I was like, this doesn't even feel real.
Yeah.
Like your brain doesn't even accept it as a good thing.
Literally.
Because you're like, you're just so used to like nothing.
Yeah, no, I guess.
And it's before that, I really thought I was going to do comics because I can't ever talk about like art without mentioning Dave Raposa. He's done like Magic cards and Diablo and
oh, holy shit!
all kinds
this
of
guy's
shit.
Art's sick.
He does everything.
Oh my
He
God.
fucking rocks.
Whoa.
Oh, he did some, like,
So,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy stuff. I see. That's cool.
Yeah, this is definitely like Magic cards.
He had like a Patreon work group
Uh-huh.
that he had started a while ago where he puts like tutorials up and he would do like member streams and I would like always be in there doing like the art challenges, just trying to make him laugh and shit. So then eventually he did like a comics one. So I made this dumb comic and submitted it and he reviewed it on stream and he's like, you know, you could just do something. Like, I don't know why you don't do like comedy with your art, you know? because I never tried. Like all of my art was so serious. It was all
I mean
like,
that's why the Wigglewood shit is so funny. It like that that like it feels like it's not funny. Like if you just look at it, it's not funny.
Dude, exactly.
Things don't have to look funny to be funny.
That's exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah, the art is already so grounded and the art style is so thought out, you know?
It all moves like so stiff.
Yeah, I just wanted to like going as basic fantasy as I could possibly be.
Yeah, just classic feeling like the fucking kidnapped fairy queen.
The kidnapped fairy queen.
Yeah, all that shit. It's like
He's got one of Goltar's amulets.
He's wearing one of Wormthal's amulets.
yeah, I love that shit. Like
I love that stuff.
I unironically love fantasy.
No, like totally.
So it's like I'm not even like making fun of it. I just love it.
The love fucking bleeds through. It really does.
Yeah. But anyway, he did that and he like really hyped me up for comics.
Yeah.
And one of them like blew up on Twitter. But I was like, okay, I can do this then. And then they didn't all blow up.
Yeah.
I would get a hit every now and then, but I could tell it wasn't going to sustain me. I couldn't do it full time. And at that point, when it was like I had just a bunch of duds in a row, and I had basically decided, I was like, well, I think I'm done art. Like I should get rid of the tablet, because if I don't, then I'll just keep doing art. It's not going to work. I put too much time into it. All I do is like neglect things in my life. And went and saw fucking, what's it called? The Boy and the Heron.
Oh my God, I love that movie.
I got so depressed because I'm sitting there, I'm like, some people are allowed to make things in their life, and some people aren't.
Dude, yeah.
It's
Dude,
just like,
that's such a fucking nasty ass feeling, dude.
So I'm not the only one who got that from Miyazaki movies.
No, I think that's a universal feeling.
oh yeah.
Especially when you're watching a Miyazaki movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I just made the first couple animations on a whim and like not really thinking about it, just trying to make my friends laugh. But then Dave Raposa actually shared them. And I think that's what kind of started to get Magician's Brick going, because he's such a big artist.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, holy shit, like 300,000 views on it.
That's a real success story.
And stuff, and it just kept fucking going.
I mean, I saw Shane Gillis reposted it at some point.
Dude,
yeah.
year.
That was wild.
You did it, Dick. You're a success.
That's the craziest thing. That is the craziest thing about this, is that I saw that video and I was like, that's fucking hilarious. Like, that's just brilliant. And I'm talking to the guy right now. Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
That's the cool thing about the internet, man.
I know.
All right, I guess what I should say, that's the cool thing about the internet and having clout on the internet.
Yeah.
Is if you have an amount of clout, other people with clout might hang out with you.
The first time I saw a Skullmug video, I was like, oh damn, this guy's kind of new. Like, this is really funny. Yeah. And I just knew it. I was like, I know Jack is gonna just fucking lasso you.
Yeah.
And he did.
I just knew it.
He did, man.
Yeah.
I trusted that he would. I didn't say anything, and then you just appeared in that Discord.
Yeah,
and I was like,
Yeah,
there he is.
He did. He's Jack is Jack is
first
a fucking
time-
sweetheart. I love Jack. He's great.
First time I
And
saw a Skullmug video, I like looked at how many followers you had. You had like 50,000 at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, that number's gonna get much, much, much bigger in a short amount of time.
You guys.
As I remember for me, when the skeleton first started blowing up, it didn't blow up as quickly, as hard as yours, but it did there were like several days in which I just fully broke the machine. Like where I was getting like there were 2 days that I got 20,000 followers each day.
Yeah, dude.
Goddamn.
And I was like, that's gonna happen to Skullmug. That same thing's gonna happen to you.
Oh, you.
Fuck yeah.
Feels weird though.
Oh, it's nice when things work out.
Can I be honest with you? I make more money from Skullmug than I do at my job right now.
Dude, that's
Hell yeah.
that's awesome.
You did it, Dick. You're a success.
The people who like my content did that.
Yeah.
And I'm just some jerk off sitting in his bedroom, like making cartoons, and just seeing that and realizing maybe things aren't so bad after all in the world, and people are actually pretty cool. You know, like Because I get like messages from people saying like, hey, you're probably not going to see this, but I really like your content. And it's like, wow, like just the fact that you went out of your way to just say that to me was just such a, you know,
such an annoyance.
It's such an annoyance. And
dude, shut
up.
Takes up. Don't talk to me.
The fact that these people think they could talk to us.
E-waste at this point. It's taking
only we can talk to, only clout havers.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just taking up space in my
No, it's like it's great, man. It's like I'm not like it's funny. People would be like, "Oh man, I'm stoked you answered." It's like, dude, I don't know. I'm like taking a shit and like
exactly,
you know, need to just like
it's like
I'm just like I'm just like waiting for a bus or something. Like
it's like away from Skullmug. I'm a regular guy still. I feel like I've got a girlfriend. I've got animals. I've got a job that.
Couple of cars, couple properties,
couple of yachts that
Airbnbs.
I regularly go on, Airbnbs that I rent to poor families, and you know. Other than that, I'm just a normal guy.
I mean, I think part of the feeling like a normal person comes from getting the success in kind of a slow-ish way, like actually like fighting for it. As like an adult.
Yeah.
Like I think you meet somebody who gets big when they're like fucking 6.
Ryan's toys.
I'm looking at you, Ryan's toys. Yeah.
Looking at you.
You didn't earn any of that shit, you fucker.
No, he didn't.
You know, like I feel like the younger you are, the more the success will likely get to your head.
Absolutely, because you'll just grow up
so
like
that's us looking at you, dude.
And I mean, it's not like we're pulling huge numbers off of this shit. So it's not like it's really like massive success.
A success story.
It's like an amount of success.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
it's success.
I have enough to just fucking keep my 1-bedroom apartment and my fucking car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hell yeah.
You've left the construction game fully.
Yeah.
That's excellent, dude. I'm stoked.
Brilliant.
I did a while ago when I just saved up a bunch of money from like the shirt sales.
Yeah.
I still took like a plunge, but then once I got that Borderlands gig, I was like, okay, I'm in the clear for longer now.
Yeah, dude. Awesome.
So I'm still not like super secure. There might be like a part-time job in my future.
That's okay.
For now, it's good. I get to go to the gym again.
Nice.
That's nice. I haven't gone to do that in fucking years.
Yeah, it's important to do that.
But yeah, that's more or less my journey there.
Inspirational, dude.
So if anybody else is trying things in our audience, sometimes you just got to try something else.
Yeah.
Like just don't be afraid to experiment.
Yeah, man.
I totally agree.
It is like time now to fucking do that weird ass bullshit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get weirder.
The world is ready for your particular fucking stupid bullshit. We're ready. We want it.
I get comments where people are like, I don't get this. Is there a joke in here?
Yeah.
I miss when there was jokes in here.
I do too.
And it's like,
no, I mean,
it's like, sorry.
All right. I think I have a take here. I have a hot take. I think like your work is very polarizing. It's very like I couldn't show Wigglewood to my mom. She wouldn't get it.
Yeah, my mom always wants to see them, and I'm like, I don't.
Does she laugh at any of them?
You understand?
I don't know. I've never been in the same room when she watches them.
So I feel like my mom wouldn't like it, but I like it. Like you're not making something for everybody. Maybe even 70% of people are going to look at this and be like, I don't get it. I don't care. But the 30% of people, we're going to see it and we're just going to be like, oh, dude, this is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like that's what you want.
It's a good place to be.
That's where you don't want to offer something for everybody. You want to offer lots of things to like a third of people.
Yeah,
or less even.
Yeah. You've got to like realize as well that like 30% is still a lot of people. You know,
that's still a lot. Like 30% of all people. That's huge.
Like. I totally agree with what you're saying, where it's like, I couldn't necessarily go up to my mom and be like, hey, look at this magician's brick. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
She'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like,
the shit where when we like change camera angles and your characters like disappear for like a frame, like that's so funny to me. That like my mom is not going to get it.
I love that detail.
Yeah.
Well, because she hasn't been chronically online for the past fucking whoever knows how long.
I think the idea of like a computer game is just like beyond her.
Yeah.
Like
It's the same with my parents. Like I've barely like talked to them about it. My dad was like, I like the one where he summons the lady and then guilts her. I'm like, yeah, I like that one
That's a
too.
good one.
does he like that one because there's a pretty girl in it?
He's like, hey, is that me? No, my favorite part about that one is for a while after I put it out, every time I got like a follow on Instagram from a high follower account,
Yeah.
where it like puts it in the priority,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it was like some girl dressed like Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah.
I was like, I know it's because of that video.
Yeah.
They loved that one. Even one professional like dominatrix
Yeah.
Oh my
like
god.
retweeted it
The
with
career
like
hot
a whole
chicks.
write up. Was
You've got to respect
they like
it.
that one?
You've got to be like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? You've got a career. You would know a thing or two about this type of thing. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, it does rock.
You did it, Dick. You're a success.
I like hitting weird niches.
Yeah, that's
that
how
the
you
best?
win,
Fun.
man. That's how
Oh,
you
man.
win.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole basis of like simulator videos is that I want to hit like every fucking niche I can. I also have to think
Yeah.
it's funny. So,
Yeah, like I mean, your shit's even more polarizing
For sure.
than like
Yeah.
Wigglewood's, where it's like,
don't even fucking get me started.
like, dude, like I could show my mom Magician's Brick. She wouldn't get it, but she would watch it. But if I show her your shit, she's gonna be like, Dan, please turn this off.
I would show my mom
would.
Magician's Brick.
I could show my mom
could.
Magician's Brick.
But like, I can't show her Boyfriend Simulator. She will not get it. She won't get it, and she'll be angry.
I'll say this: the generational gap between the people who I'm trying to make videos for, which is people my age, Gen Z people, you know, which I don't want to sound like an ass, but I feel like my brain and my head are screwed on a little bit better than most of the people in my generation.
I was flabbergasted to hear how old you were because you don't because you sound cohesive.
I'd like to think.
Yeah, like I was gonna ask you. I was gonna be like, where were you on 9/11? You don't
On
fucking
board.
know.
No, he wasn't alive on 9/11.
my parents.
Yeah.
My parents did not even conceive of me at that point.
Yeah.
But I was.
Where were you when Tony Hawk's Underground dropped? Were you even alive then?
I was just floating in the ether, just waiting my turn.
Well, it's here now, so get to it.
I know the type of shit that makes people like me tick. You know, I like it, so I make it.
Yeah.
You know, I have an idea for certain things, and I'm like, that's pretty funny. So I'll put it into a video and then put it out into the world. Sometimes it does really good. Sometimes it does okay. You know, I don't really care.
That's the way it is. They can't all be hits.
But
Yeah.
the thing you guys, my point was like getting to the generational thing. My mom is extremely supportive of my shit. Like she's bought my t-shirts. She likes my
Aw.
videos, and she's like sent me pictures with her like wearing like she's bought my prints too and like hung it up in her home gym. Like, oh god, my mom's a sweetheart. But it's like, and I know this, my dad does not like my videos like one bit, which like was tough to come to grips with. But it's like I realize now, people that age aren't gonna understand.
No, they're just not going to get it.
My mom barely fucking understands it, I think. You know, she's just being supportive, you know, which is my take on
To
it.
them, it looks like Skibbity Toilet.
It looks like complete garbage to them, I bet. But, like, I'm not gonna listen to the opinions of people who are generations older than I saying, like, oh, well, this isn't good, and I don't get this, and I don't understand. And it's like, I'm not making it for you.
It's not for them.
I'm not making it for you. I'm making it for me.
That is the biggest thing that I don't get about people online. They'll find something they don't like. It's like me looking up, I don't know, like touchdown celebrations and being like, I don't like this.
I don't like this one bit.
Like, of course I don't fucking like,
Yeah.
I don't watch football. Why would I like this?
Exactly. I try to
Yeah.
take advantage of that a little bit. Sometimes in my videos, I'll get a comment saying, like, what the fuck is this? I got one for, I don't remember which particular video it was, but it was a comment that said, I hate this fucking stupid page. And I was like, you're pinned. That's the pinned comment.
Yeah.
And that pinned comment got like 12,000 likes. I was like, perfect. That's so perfect.
That is
It
perfect.
just illustrates
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to make. Like,
Again, to like, there's only like 20 people on Earth.
mhm.
Like, if you
Yeah.
make art that you like, there's like it's gonna strike a chord with at least 5% of people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like if
For sure.
if you fucking like the shit that you make, it's gonna strike a chord with you. But you in Nevada.
Yeah, and if you
yeah, dude.
if you try to make it for like everyone, it's just not going to land on
You're
anyone.
just gonna end up with Phantom Menace.
Dude, think about think about any animated sitcom. Like you'll see these animated shows.
Yeah.
And I'm really worried that this is going to happen with Smiling Friends, but I don't think it will. Like
I think the creators of Smiling Friends are just too humble or just too grounded.
Slight tangent, but I love listening to Oni Plays when I'm at work and just hearing these guys talk to each other. I'm like, if they haven't flown off the deep end yet, then
They just fucking won't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
I don't know if they ever will.
It's another one of those things where it's also like, if there's something I really like and I feel like it begins to go downhill, and it happens with like online creators.
You're seeing it right now with me.
All of us at once,
Yeah,
we're just
exactly.
rolling to a stop.
The worst episode ever.
I just still respect it anyway, because it's like, I don't have this idea that they stopped trying one day.
Yeah.
Their brain could just be in a different place. Like sometimes you make funny stuff when you're feeling super cynical.
Yeah,
And then sometimes when you're not, your opinions of shit might change.
totally.
It's kind of like if you were like a grassroots like blues musician and now you live in a mansion and
Yeah.
you're like, fuck, what do I sing about?
Fucking Eminem, dude.
It's
exactly.
He rapped about being poor and angry, and then he got rich and happy and didn't know how to do it anymore.
so he's going, it's an awfully hot
I said
coffee pot.
It's time for me just to grab a boob.
It's the funniest shit I've ever fucking
Worst
heard.
bars known to
Fucking
man.
grab a boob thing.
Worst bars, dude.
So,
It's
so
like,
funny.
Like for most of my life, I think I made art because I had so many angry feelings. I felt so like inadequate in various ways. I just needed somewhere to put all the fucking negative bullshit. It had to go somewhere.
Totally.
So it went into art. But like, I'm not really angry anymore. I mean, I'm pissed about, fucking the
State of the world.
Yeah.
billionaires and war and shit. But like in my own life, I'm actually not very angry anymore.
Yeah.
But I've been able to like kind of shift where the engine is. Like the engine was in anger, but I was able to move it somewhere else.
That's good. That's really good.
And that's good. And
like I think I make better art now because of it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that happens a lot of times with people, and like sometimes they get too comfortable, or sometimes they have too much of like a budget or something. You gotta choose just to like respect the people, because it's like it's the same people that once were your favorite, once gave you like the best thing you've ever seen. As long as they're not going around and like being like weird sex pests or something, it's not that much of a fallout.
Looping it
Or
back
fall off
around to
then.
Rick and Morty then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I guess my greater point was like those shows go on for so fucking long that they just lose that juice that they had to begin with. SpongeBob,
Yeah.
another great one. Should have ended at like maybe 4
3.
seasons, Like when the creator drops out, just cut the cord. It's done. You're never going to get that goodness that it had at the beginning
No.
ever again,
it's just the way that money is tied into
That's
it.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's like at that point, SpongeBob was such an institution. It was like so many people made their
yes, it
fucking
was.
living
Yes,
on
it was.
SpongeBob. And then it's like to fucking let everyone go. It's like, I think when I was younger, I was like, yeah, get rid of the bad shows. When they stop being good, get rid of them. But now, knowing how the world works and how hard it is to fucking get a job,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like hundreds of great artists were working on fucking SpongeBob when it was bad. And it's
Yeah.
like, don't cancel the show because I want these people to fucking be okay.
It keeps building.
Yeah, we need 1,000 years of SpongeBob.
I mean,
Don't hire
yeah.
anyone else. And just when these guys all retire, then you
Let
get
them die off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just one guy working on.
Let's rock it till the wheels fall off so these guys don't gotta fucking struggle.
That's just sad to think about. Oh, I forgot one essential part of my art journey was not realizing that I was losing my eyesight.
Ooh. Comment about
Yeah.
that. How's that tie
Join
in?
the club.
So basically, my eyesight, everything was getting slightly more and more blurry.
Mhm.
So slowly that I didn't really realize it. And then my girlfriend had stepped on her glasses. So we went to go get new ones and we're like, oh, it's been a while. You should do an eye exam.
Yeah.
So she does one and she's like, why don't you do one? You said you probably might need it. And I was like, oh, I did one before and they said I didn't. So, but I figured like, why not? It's available right now. I'll go in. And the guy, he's like looking at me and he's like, so you drive? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you shouldn't be driving.
Whoa. How long ago was this?
This was like a year ago or something. This was pretty recent. I've got glasses now and I realized just how blurry like computer screens were.
Yeah.
I got to experience a PlayStation 5 for the first time because I never experienced it because my eyes didn't work.
That's amazing.
So we came home and we're like, all right, put Final Fantasy 16 back in, I guess. And we'll,
Touching the
and it's
hammer.
just like,
let's see this. Yeah. It was pretty neat.
Dude.
And yeah, and
what a
I remember
rush.
my girlfriend would say, like, some of my paintings, they looked a little blurry. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
wow.
I put them right up next to like an industry standard painting. And I'm like,
looks the same to me.
It looks pretty crisp to me, right? I get the glasses on and I can see all the construction lines like still visible.
Oh my God. That's
like pencil lines that completely like ruin it. And I see that like there's not these crisp lines that should be where they are. Like where one material turns into another, it would just be like a fuzzy line in between them, not like a hard cut. I just realized at that point, I was like, okay, so this might have something to do with why I would never get emails back.
Oh, shit.
Was everything looked fuzzy and blurry.
Yeah.
And I
wow,
couldn't
that's
see
so
it.
fucking weird.
Yeah, I had no idea.
But you were making the pixely shit back before the eye exam.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, I had like just started.
Okay,
with that
so
at
like
that point.
the first two or so?
The first two, like the pixels would have been fine. I would have been able to like
Yeah.
see those clearly and it wouldn't have really affected me. But it was all like my paintings that were just fucked.
Damn. I hate to dunk on you here, but last time I went to the eye doctor, the guy said, well, you know, there's no such thing as perfect eyes, but you got about as close as I've ever seen.
You lucky son of a bitch. You lucky son of
Holy
a
shit.
bitch.
I have bad
No.
ears, though. I have bad hearing, and my sense of smell is like whack.
It's always got to be something with this, man.
Like my
I've
sense
got
of
them
smell,
all bad. My ears
smell
suck.
is whack. Like it's been a problem.
I've got a deviated septum, so I can't smell.
Oh, shit. Okay, then say I walk by you and I let out a very loud crop dust fart and walk away.
I'll probably hear it. If you're right next to me, I'll probably hear it.
With me, I also have, I feel like deteriorating vision, which is scary, but I might be able to help that out with some glasses. But I was at the DMV a couple months ago and they had me do like a little eye exam and the chart. I mean, it wasn't that far away. It was like 8 or 10 feet away from me. And I was covering my, I'll say my dominant eye because one eye does see better than the other.
It's way bigger too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And green.
I was covering my giant green right eye and looking at the chart, and they were like, "Okay, read the first line." I'm like, "Blah blah blah." Okay, second one, blah blah blah. Fucking blah blah blah. And they're like, oh, "Okay, the third," and I'm like, and they're like, "Okay, you've barely passed that." It's like,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
I might need to get glasses someday, I guess, because I'm fucking.
Someday?
Yes, someday, maybe.
Might need to get glasses in fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah,
dude.
I would get to it.
Pim, you really need to get glasses, man. You just ate worms.
Like,
I would
dude,
get to
hey,
it.
Skullmug, I think you'd look pretty cute with some nice glasses.
Oh, you're just saying.
I think
that.
glasses look cute on boys.
That's why I got them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't been able to take my eyes off.
Because I
of
knew
yours.
Dan thought they looked cute on boys.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't to draw better or drive.
My girlfriend was like, I think they look good on you. And I was like, that doesn't matter what you think. What does Dan think?
Yeah, yeah. I'm the decider.
But I'm the decider, and I decide what is best.
Mm-hmm. Decider, I hardly know her.
The Horse of the West.
Riley, I want to mention hearing your speaking voice a little bit more clearly is actually really funny. You kind of just talk like a wizard, you know? Just you have that like raspy.
you got that like ancient wisdom timbre.
He does. It's really cool.
Like
Timbre.
I mean, I really feel like if I heard your voice, you know, before even seeing your shit, and like if somebody said like, what fucking D&D class is this guy? I'd be like, oh, he's got to be a wizard.
Total betrayal, but I usually play a cleric.
That's fine, because we need clerics.
We do.
You need them.
Yeah, I even came across when I done like a couple streams. There are like people in the comments being like, "Oh, that's just your voice."
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's just
it is.
You're not even doing like a character.
It literally
and I'm
is
like,
just your voice.
I was trying to do a character. Shit.
I mean, yeah, it's
certainly
got
more casual,
it's a little older
you know?
and a little slower and a little raspier.
Like you're,
Yeah, it's because I'm gonna die soon.
yeah, you're 88 years old.
Yeah, yeah. I started animating at 87.
Mhm. Here you
Dude,
are now.
dude, at my college there was this guy who was like he had like recently retired and he went back to school because like the state paid for it. He was like, I always liked animation. And went back and got his degree in animation. It was so funny.
Was he cool?
Yeah. He wore his pants all high, and
Oh fuck yeah.
and like for this one abstract animation assignment he handed in, like this like digital readout of like what a missile does. That like he
It's
made
so
back,
old,
back
guy.
in like the 80s.
I love it.
I love that. That's great.
That rocks. That actually rocks.
And it was like,
so
yeah,
hard.
like this is the digital readout of as the rocket's taking off. And we're all looking at it like, oh, this is really cool. Whoa.
I like the idea that his voice is like Super Mario Brothers Super Show Mario. Just this is a visual example, Luigi.
He was like, fuck, how did he sound? He was like, yeah, you know, we got the, yeah, you know, back in the 80s, you know, when I was going up to Canada, you know, on my way back into the United States, I didn't have my passport or nothing, but I had my library card, and they let me right through.
That's so fucking.
I love this guy.
That's
Dude,
so
he was great.
great.
He was a good dude.
He's great.
That rocks.
Here at the space station, our journey begins.
Want to get into some questions?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. We were talking about this a little bit earlier in the podcast. Blank Jen asks, how do you know exactly how many frames a certain action is going to take, like punching or lip syncing?
Here, the important factor is timing.
This is a really cool question. This is like, there is no real rule for it.
No.
It's a very kind of blurry little thing.
For sure.
And it's like, yeah, I went to school for animation, but they don't, they'll teach you how things do stuff, but they won't really teach you how long it takes for things to happen. It's like, it's really kind of like you feel it out.
Totally.
Yeah.
Which feels like such a cop-out
Absolutely.
bullshit answer. But it's like, you know, we all know how long it should take to open a door. You know, if you go and open a door, we know, like, we've opened so many doors. Open fucking 10 doors a day our whole life. Like, if somebody opens a door and it's like the wrong speed, like, people are gonna know.
I know.
Yeah. So definitely as an animator, never be afraid to just set up your phone and record yourself doing something.
That's totally true.
Definitely.
But also feel free to make things happen way too fast or way too slow. Like a door can totally open in a frame if you want.
Yeah.
That's funny. Also, feel free to remove frames.
I do that all the time.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
that as well. Yeah.
I'll like start something and I'll think it's going to have a certain amount of frames. I'll always do it super rough first.
Yeah.
Like just red pixels, and I'll do way more frames than I think I need.
Mhm.
And then sometimes I'll mess with like the time in them, because like by default, Sprite, the program I use, does 10 frames a second.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll make those frames go by like extra fast if I want the animation to be a bit more fluid.
Mhm.
But yeah, honestly, if you just try out a couple things, like you'll kind of know when you see it what's right for what you're doing. And like Dan said, it depends on the project, because if you think of like opening a door in a horror movie is completely different from like opening a door in like SpongeBob, where he twists the handle and it slams open
Yeah.
immediately.
It's all about
And
it's
like,
all about tone.
Yeah,
like something I really love about animation, something that just keeps me excited about animation after all these years is like how everything can feed into what you're trying to do. Like the speed in which you open the door can be so funny, or it can be so important.
And sometimes when it's wrong, it's really funny.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's really true.
Well, I think the question was specifically about a punch, and it also depends on the punch. Like if you think of in like a show where somebody's like, say a character dies and they turn to this other character and they're like, it's your fault, and they're doing these weak punches on their chest. Those are gonna have a ton of frames in the middle.
Yeah.
Because they move so slow, and you want to communicate that this is weak. But if you have fucking Broly punching Vegeta, you're gonna see one wind-up frame, and you're gonna see no frames in the middle.
And then the next frame is fucking on his face.
Yeah, and it's gonna hang on his face for like some extra frames.
Yeah.
Just to push that impact.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like it's like you don't see the action. The post action is what sells the action for something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the beginning and the end.
Yeah, if you had it where it's just like a punch, like one frame he's resting and then bam, one frame he's punching, there's no weight to that movement. You got to have a couple frames of wind up, and then depending on how hard you want the punch to be, you do like one smear frame in the middle and then multiple frames of like overhang right after that to illustrate how hard he just punched.
You can always, like, especially for punches and kicks and stuff like that, you can just look at footage from like Street Fighter and just look at how like those punches are animated in the game.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're gonna see the wind up and you're not gonna see a lot in the middle.
Yeah, you're really not gonna see a lot in the middle.
And then you're just gonna see the end. And it looks so like fluent and good.
Mm-hmm. Oftentimes you'll have 2 frames of wind up, one smear in the middle, and then you'll have one frame where his foot gets like really big, sort of like in Mario 64 where he's punching and his hand gets super big really quick for a few frames. And that totally sells the illusion that he's like beating the shit out of those Goombas, you know what I mean? If that
those Goombas are fucking dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really important.
There really is no science behind it.
Really, an equally important question is not like how long does stuff take, but it's like how does the animator articulate to the viewer the action that is taking place?
Exactly.
And what flavor is that action?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you watch like boxing, like these guys are punching way harder than fucking anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to tell you guys, Vegeta's not real. But Mike Tyson is real.
Damn it.
And he punches dudes like crazy. But if you watch like boxing, it's like if you watch like real punch guys and they're throwing real punches that are really powerful, it's like it's not even real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't communicate the same weight that animation has the power to do.
Like you said earlier, all there is impact, and then what comes after the impact.
Yeah.
You don't see the steps he took to get there.
And what it is furthermore is like boxers train to diminish windup.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to telegraph where the fucking punch is coming from. And they train for years to snap right back after punching in order to defend and throw more punches. So it's like, so pure punch is really not the animation way. You really want to embellish the beginning and you want to embellish the end to sell the weight and make sure the audience is looking where you want them to look and make sure that the audience receives the impact more so than they would if everything was rotoscoped from real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, the feeling of anything is far more important than any actual like science to it. And if somebody is in your comments being like, if someone put their thumb there when they punched, it might break it. You can block them. You can dox them.
Yeah.
You can.
That's allowed, man. That's legal. He started.
Yeah, you can, and that's legal. And if you kill someone with construction equipment, it is a workplace accident.
Absolutely.
No matter where it happens.
And you can write that murder off.
Yeah, as a business expense.
And the IRS can't touch it.
Yeah.
Ages roll by.
So dialogue, it's like dialogue posing can be really tricky. It's very like like a beginner animator is going to want to enunciate like every syllable. Like the characters are going to move too fucking much. There's videos of mine online from like 6-7 years ago where everything he says, every word he says, the character's moving his hands and like moving his whole body. That's a good way to make sure that the audience doesn't see what's important.
Exactly.
You want things to be big at the right time and small at the right time.
Yeah.
Something I like to do when doing character work, I like to look at the whole piece and decide like emotional intensity per shot. Like if the character is going to get like really fucking pissed in 2 shots, I want to make sure that that move is way bigger than when they're a lot more chill. Exactly. I want to make sure that that shot is way bigger and way faster. So I got to make sure that their chill stuff is like pretty slow, relatively speaking, to his other moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for syncing up like audio to mouth movements and stuff like that, I get that it's like really intimidating. You'll kind of want to look at your own mouth and when you're like mouthing out words and things like that and sounding them out to make sure you're doing it right. Like it's not that important because people dub cartoons.
Yeah. It's true.
Like
the stakes are really a lot lower than you may think.
Yeah, you think it's like it's got to be perfect. It really doesn't need to be perfect because like cartoons have just been dubbed for forever.
Yeah.
And it's not like they perfectly watch them and match the new language's words up to the mouth movements.
Yeah.
They just need to fit that time. And it mostly works out.
Good versus good enough again.
Yeah.
If you're trying to make perfect lip sync, like it's hard to do. And it takes fucking forever.
Yeah, and everybody grew up watching like Dragon Ball Z in English and shit like that.
Grew up watching fucking Pokemon. Dude, the lip sync in Pokemon is fucking garbage.
Yeah. And at no point were you ever like, hey, wait a second. You were never like annoyed as a kid though. As like a casual viewer, you were just going like, yeah, this is fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like obviously if somebody's like screaming, but their mouth is just kind of like open a little bit,
yeah,
it's not going to work well. And you want, I think expression is far more important.
Yeah, I agree with that. Posing.
Yeah.
Emotions are communicated through how you're speaking and how that doesn't necessarily translate to the action. That reminds me of that one thing where it's like, that's a lot of nuts. You guys ever see that?
No.
That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, that's Kung Pao.
I'll take a pound of nuts. That's a lot of nuts! That'll be $4, baby! You want fries with that?
That's awesome.
He's just so calm.
Good. So sometimes the rules go completely out the window.
But like, look how fucking funny that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to make it funny.
Like really,
there are guides, but there are no rules.
It's such a cop-out fucking answer, I feel, but there really are no fucking wrong answers.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's all up to the animator's interpretation, really.
Yeah. That's really like what makes animation so brilliant. You can just everything, dude. You control the whole fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
For people who are on the fucking spectrum, it's like paradise.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's
baby.
regimented.
It's really my little autistic paradise.
All up to me.
Where I control fucking gravity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Things don't fall until I say they fall.
Yeah, I mean,
I love putting dumb shit in what I do that nobody ever notices or talks about. And I'll be explaining what I'm doing to like Jack or something. He'll be like, oh, you don't need to do that. I'm like, yeah, I do.
Oh, you know what? On that note, actually, I want to talk about the weed gummy thing. It's like top 10 somethings behind him. Like, what is that?
Just tinctures is like potions. It's just a word for potions. It's just a top 10 potions poster. It's in the magic shop as well. With the hooded lady
trying to move those fucking fucking finger puppets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's got the same poster.
I love that one so much.
People always ask about it because it's just gibberish. Like I don't have enough pixels to actually like write anything in there.
I mean, that's a pretty big limitation for your art style.
Oh yeah, sometimes it really bites me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, like what?
Like I can't do like a zoom in or anything.
Yeah.
Like I can't have a camera pan.
I mean, you can, but you have to redraw it.
It's just so much work.
Yeah, which is like what I had to do with like the guy with the dragon mask, like lunging at the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't resize anything. I have to redraw it every time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if I resize it, the pixels are just going to do what they please.
Yeah.
Or they're just gonna get fucking bigger.
They're just going to go all over the place. So, yeah. But some old games, you'll play like some Sega games, and they did just do that. Like, they'll just blow up the sprite.
Yeah.
That's right.
And they'll put it over on the screen, and they'll shrink it down to its normal size. So I can't feel that bad if I ever do that.
Yeah. I run into that issue too, because I animate everything in like 720p, but then I like, you know, really crunch it down. I'll put background details in there that I'm like, hey, that's pretty funny, but is anybody actually going to see that?
Yeah.
I got to keep things like really blocky and basic. I have to be in the mindset that I am sort of a 90s game developer, and this is going to be seen through a really shitty CRT screen.
Yeah.
It's a fun, I mean, it presents its challenges, but it is a fun limitation though sometimes, because you really just need to play with shapes and very basic construction of things to get your idea across, which also lends itself well in making animations quicker. You know, it's a shortcut intentionally.
Yeah, to see it from the point of view of the finished product is really like a learned skill.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yes, it is.
To not get tunnel vision in the moment. I know that's something I get. I'm like, oh no, I want it to look really good. And then I show it to somebody and I'm like, yeah, it's perfect. And they're like, yeah, man, it looks great.
I know.
And I'm like, no, but it looks perfect though.
Yeah. No, I get way too obsessed with details, or like I'll think of something that I want to happen, and I can't think of an exact example right now, but say I wanted a character to like have a dagger, I'd be like, I need to show them getting that dagger. Like they need to pull it out of the sheath or something, you know? The first video with the succubus, she's like, don't summon me again, and leaves.
Yeah.
And the next one, she's back. And I was like, how do I explain that she's back?
Don't
like, how
explain
do I
it.
do anything? And nobody cares. Yeah, nobody cares. And
it's not only that I don't care, it's that I really don't want to know. It's like
Really
they
don't
reached
give a
some
fuck.
boring agreement.
Yeah. Essentially just a bunch of lore exists in my head
I like
that I
that.
always work around.
Is there a reason?
To me, the reason why is because she was summoned with really, really way too powerful of magic, and she could not fulfill a request because she can't actually do anything for him.
Yeah, and like she's definitely not gonna fuck him. So
And he's not going to send her to go fuck somebody else. Yeah. Where she comes from, which is like the demon realm, is just in this weird state of nothingness. Nothing happens there. And she's like, why would I even want to go back? Like, I don't care about that place, and I don't care about this place. So she's just like
awesome.
hanging around.
that.
She has nothing better to do. Do we got some more questions?
We got hella questions. Vuzi asks, what's the hardest thing about getting into animation? Dedication or skill? Now, this is
Dedication.
Yes.
Dedication.
That is a very important question, but it is a very easy question.
Yeah.
It's like most of the questions we're going to get don't have a definitive answer, but this one has a definitive answer.
100%. Yeah.
Dedication is the only thing an animator really needs.
Yeah, you don't need to know how to draw like
Yeah.
basically anything, because like stick people can be fun. There's an animator that recently done one that's like an alien in a like in a Costco, and
Yes!
he's looking at the display
Oh, that's
TV.
so good. That was
He's
so
like blown
good.
away.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
Feel up. Felly up. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I loved it, and like his stuff is like very basic looking. It's rough around the edges. But it's so charming. You don't need to know everything. You just need to kind of have an idea
Totally.
that's strong enough.
That's what I think.
Yeah, he has another great one where it's like a court jester in front of a king, and the court jester just like farts, and the king's like, I don't get it.
This guy's got fucking great shit.
He's great. Just do things sincere. Don't just make fun of shit, because like if your animations aren't that great, if all you're doing is making fun of shit, you're just starting an argument that you already have points deducted for not being that good at animating.
That is true.
You're just starting a fight. Like, just make something about something you love.
Yeah, love is really so much more powerful.
I love you, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Like both of your guys' art is such like love letters to things, to like weird crap.
I like it like that. You know, if you want to be an animator, you have to be observant of everything, I think.
Yes, that's really the most important thing.
You cannot be, unless you're Wigglewood, you cannot be a blind animator, you know?
a literally blind animator.
I mean, like, your mind's eye, you know? Like, you've got to see things for what they are and then twist it. Of course, most people are not spending $2,000 at Walmart on their girlfriend, I'd like to think, and...
$2,000 at Walmart?
You saw the video. how the mom is just like, I will park here, and then she gets hit by a fucking train. I mean, that's just an unlikely situation, but people can swirl their coffee in their cup and be like, women, and then get a chuckle out of it.
And like, don't feel bad if you don't feel like you have been like super observant of the world. Because like
that's what I'm saying, dude.
You can always just start.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching it was a thing about artists who work at like Studio Ghibli. It was Miyazaki talking to like one of the student artists, and he's like looking at his page. That's a guy sitting at like a cafe table, and he's like, "Do people really sit at tables that way?" And the artist who did like a fantastic, like cute anime drawing, and then they go and they sit at the table and they're like, yeah, I guess people don't.
Yeah.
He said it was shit and he crumbled it up in his hand and threw it away.
And
slapped his knuckles with a ruler.
Miyazaki did that.
Yeah, and he ripped a whole like fist full of his hair out.
He pulled out his Miyazaki ray and shot him in the head.
And he gave him a big wet willy.
Yeah, shoved him into a locker. Yeah, even people who are trying their best at this already don't always observe the best.
A lot of your observation is subconscious.
Totally.
It's not like like you could ask me things like, "Oh yeah, what happened when you went over there?" It's like, "Oh, nothing. Like, I don't know."
Yeah.
But it's like, if I've done that walk enough, I'll be able to put something funny in there that my brain subconsciously noticed.
Yeah, you're right. It is mostly subconscious.
Yeah, and never just assume you know what something looks like, because it's like, if I'm going to draw someone or like animate someone reading from a book, I'm going to look up photos of people reading, no matter what.
I'm going to pick up a book and feel how my body fucking, what do my shoulders do? How does my ass change in the chair?
100%.
When I go from not reading to reading? What is the difference?
And sometimes, like, when Dan thinks really hard, his butt does tighten.
That's what I was thinking.
It's true.
Like, yeah, I don't know why, but it's like...
Oh, I know why.
Okay. Do you want to share with the class?
Do I have to?
No, I guess not. I mean, you're in charge here.
That's for me to know and for you to never find out.
I know that when I'm reading, personally, my nuts will immediately into my body, and I don't really know why that works that way.
I think it's because reading's for girls.
Oh. Dude, I didn't think of it like that.
I think maybe that's why.
I'll stop reading.
Ages roll by.
Like, it's really easy to be critical and to be like, oh, I'm not good enough. But like, really, like, dude, like, you are good enough to do that shit.
Try to make you and your friends laugh with something.
Yeah.
Make yourself laugh.
That's the only thing that really matters.
Yeah. Be a funny ape.
All right, so this is like kind of a boring question, but like I actually have a lot to say about it. The Bread King 74 asks, what's the part you love most about animating? The part I love most, unironically, is when the animation is done.
Dude, totally.
Same thing I was going to say.
Fully unironically, my favorite part is when it's fucking done.
Yeah, right before I start.
Dude, literally.
And right when it's done.
Like right when I finish the project, and then I'm stoked about the next project. That feeling.
Every time.
Yep.
The feeling in between, the fucking ligaments between the bones.
Yeah, the first time I set animation to like dialogue, when I get some basic sound effects in there, it takes so long to get there.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm just doubting everything I did.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, is this even funny? Because it stops being funny to you because you're working on it.
You gotta remember the feeling you had.
You have to just trust yourself that it was funny.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes you might be a little wrong, you know.
Yeah, I've definitely done
some
that.
things may only be funny to you. It is what it is. But the second it starts to come together and I can be reminded, I could see it with like fresh eyes.
Yeah.
With like the sound and everything. That's my favorite moment next to being done.
When you're putting the fucking touches at the end
I was
of
going
it.
to say just that.
Or bringing my girlfriend over and like showing her
Yeah.
what I'm doing and like showing her with the sound for the first time.
Yeah.
And then she starts hitting me because I was saying it sucked. And she's like, it's fine, you idiot.
Yeah.
I do that too.
When I see that twinkle in her eye,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that I put it there.
Yeah, that happened with the Magic Emporium video
Yeah.
where I was doubting it so hard.
Dude.
I was at the point I was like, this is so
Dude,
stupid.
that video is
It's
so
great.
fucking funny. It is very stupid.
And I was just like, this just it wasn't working at all for me anymore. And I like had a whole like breakdown on the couch to her.
Aw.
She like comes over after I like got back to work for a couple hours and put it together. And I like show her and she's laughing. She's like, what is your fucking problem? Like, that was fine. That's good.
Yeah.
I feel the same
Yeah.
way. I love when I'm like ideating the whole thing and I have like a concept and I'm like, okay, let's get to animating. And I'm like, wait a second. I hate animating. You know what my favorite part is? When I finish all of the shots and then I can start
The editing.
putting effects on it. Oh, the edit is the best part. How I do like the hands in my simulators. I film it like on the green screen and then I get that footage in my computer. Mostly do it last. But that part is when I know the video is like finally starting to get done.
Yeah.
I get like reinvigorated. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is the final stretch. Like I'm doing the hands now. When all of the 3D shots are done and I get like in Premiere and I'm finishing it up, like, oh yeah, like feels so good. It's like I'm actually done with it now.
100%.
I do love the animation part, but it's a different kind of love. It's really, I don't know if it's love even. It's like engagement.
Yeah.
It's like I crave like just my weird amalgamation of like ADHD and like autism. Like I crave the slog. I crave the fucking spending 4 hours making a guy move his hands around.
I feel like I do too.
Like I imagine it's how like a beaver feels when it's like biting a log.
Oh, they fucking love it.
They love it.
I could
Because
tell.
like if they don't bite that log, their teeth are gonna get too big.
And their dick's
I
gonna
know.
get too soft.
Yeah, their dick's gonna get
the
too
log
small.
is gonna get too soft.
Yeah, I know what the beavers are thinking because I'm Canadian.
When the beaver is there chewing that log all day, I get it. Like I'm doing the
That's
same
fucking-
thing.
Absolutely.
Every beaver that's watching this right now, leave a comment about your favorite log chewing experience.
Yeah, yo, like I'm
Yeah.
with the beaver community. Like I'm with them. I fucks with the beavers. I think they're doing great work. I like
Hashtag beavers for damn.
yeah.
Yes.
If you're a beaver, hit me up.
We'll
Yeah.
get you on the next episode of the podcast.
I gotta start putting like classically Canadian animals into my animations, like beavers and
geese.
moose and shit like that.
Have you ever seen a moose in real life?
I have.
Yo.
Yeah. They're enormous.
What was the context?
Most of the time, it's like driving, and you can kind of see them like off in the woods.
Awesome.
There was one time like in the city where it was actually at like the rehab center I worked at was an old like public school that was converted into a rehab center, and it was kind of rural. And there was one day where two moose just walked like right by the window.
Oh, it's so cool. Were they smoking blunts?
Oh fuck, I wish. Yeah, I've seen bear.
We open the door.
Seen
and
all
go,
kinds of
Damn, I haven't seen a bear or a moose.
I don't know. I don't think it was the time of year that they're angry. So it would have probably been fine.
He's a chill guy.
What time of year are they angry?
When they're like mating season,
Sexual frustration.
the men just kill.
Boys are like,
They'll like stomp a rabbit to death just to see how it feels.
like, if I'm not fucking, I'm killing. And buddy, I ain't fucking.
Yeah, that's it. And honestly, I feel the same way.
The moose inside us.
I like moose. I think they have pretty antlers.
You're just saying that.
I think so too. Like they're a little less majestic.
Then
They
what?
got like girthier, like than
Like a
like an
deer?
elk
Yeah.
or a male deer.
Yeah, but they got the girth though.
Yeah,
That's what the people want. That people want girth. They crave it.
they do. I've read that somewhere.
Someone told me.
They
Damn,
told
you
me
beat
that.
into it.
How we feel? We want to do more?
I had a beer and drank a lot of water before this. I got to piss. So
All right.
maybe we should cut it.
Fuck. How did we end
we
it
just said-
before? Did I have
no,
something?
I think we
Benny?
just said bye. We just said bye, each one of us.
We gotta ask ChatGPT how to end a podcast.
Yeah. Here, I'll pull it up right now. How do you end a podcast that's been going pretty well? So it's thinking right now.
Uh-huh.
Just as a loud noise like a car accident.
to have an even bigger brain like us. The first step towards becoming human.
With a gorilla. They can use computers, yeah.